Tackle this drill, master this drill. You don't even need to hit balls. You just need to do the move. 3 golf balls, 3 crisp shots. All in the same spot. In today's video, you're going to learn an incredibly simple practice routine that is changing golfers' lives. Just takes a few minutes, and by the end of the routine, you'll be able to do that right there. Have mastery over your contact and your ball striking. And this little routine will train your body to move the club in a way that doesn't require a whole lot of thinking, and it just starts building all of the habits you need to be a great golfer. So the first thing you need to know about great ball striking, we're going to do this simple drill right here. Whenever you get set, make sure your weight's more forward. Then take your hands and push them a little bit more forward and get your elbows close together. Once you've done that, you are setting up a machine for good contact. From here, if I was to just swing my shoulders, I would strike the ground and hit a divot after it. That's ball turf all day long. And I can say that with certainty because when I do those things and I make little swings, weight forward, I get the elbows together, that club is coming to the ground predictably in the same spot after the ball. So there's a beautiful divot. And that's the first part of this drill that's going to change you from inconsistent contact to awesome contact. That's like stairway to heaven right there. It's beautiful. And the solo at the end. So you first build in this weight forward, arms straight, elbows together type piece, hands forward. The second thing you need to do as part of the drill is learn how to train your body to swing the club to crisp it. And that's coming from the shoulders. And if we use the shoulders correctly throughout the whole swing, we are going to find the ground after the ball. So what you need to do is, this one's kind of easy, think about, if you are set up with your spine tilted towards the ground, when you swing back, you should keep your shoulders turning around the spine tilted to the ground. So it's like my shoulders are turning around a fixed hub. The spine just stays tilted and my shoulders move on a tilted angle. When I do that with the club, you see the club finds the ground. Don't tell the superintendent, by the way, that I'm doing this, making divots on his lawn. So the club is finding the ground. If you ever have trouble with contact and you're finding not enough ground, then you need to look at this first, getting enough tilt. So we're getting our shoulders to turn on a tilted angle. How do we feel that? I've got a really simple swing thought for you. We're building it into our 3-minute drill. Point your front shoulder at the ball. You're gonna see I keep my tilt to the ground. So this shoulder at the ball. Boom. I'm keeping my tilt. Arnold Palmer loved this one, by the way, because it was so simple. He used to think front shoulder at the ball. He played some pretty good golf. And if you watch any golfer on TV, you're gonna see tilt. Front shoulder at the ball. And when you look from the front, you're gonna see the front shoulder under the chin, down. This creates quite a chain reaction in your swing, where your body starts working as if everything's connected to this front shoulder. And that's why I love it so much, because the second I start moving this shoulder down, my whole body just moves. Watch. Shoulder going down, hips start turning. My shoulders have turned more. And then on the downswing, I could think of it opposite, try and get the right shoulder under my chin. Boom, hips start turning. Shoulders are turning, ripping through the ball, and the hips are just unloading. Amazing amount of speed through impact. But I'm keeping that tilt. You know, backswing, I got the tilt, and downswing, I'm keeping that relationship throughout the entire swing. That's key for good contact. I can't talk about that piece enough, because keeping your relationship, it's like in life, a good relationship, it's harmonious. A bad relationship, you end up on Dr. Phil somewhere. Yeah. So you've got this front shoulder pointed more down at the ball, and that's keeping your tilt. It's giving you a bigger turn. So we put this drill together, it's so simple. Front shoulder at the ball with a good setup. I've got this setup, weight forward, front shoulder at the ball. What do we do on the way through? Just swing the shoulders. Just get front shoulder at the ball and then trail shoulder ripping through. It has to move past the ball. I'm not going to change anything else in my swing. So, right here, front shoulder at the ball. I'm keeping this entire unit intact, and I'm just gonna get front shoulder at the ball, trail shoulder through the ball. You can see, trail shoulder went through the ball, front shoulder was down, and I had a crispy strike. So that brings me to the last part of the drill, which is really important. And you wanna stick around for the end because I've got some other stuff I gotta talk about that's gonna make you a better golfer too. You have to learn how to get the arm straight after impact and point the club down. I had a student who told me that he was a club longer after doing this drill because he was working on pointing the club down. And it transformed his ball striking forever. He actually didn't hit any balls for 3 months, winter break. And he comes out and he plays a round of golf. And after playing this round of golf, he said he had to recalibrate all his yardages. He actually thought his Arcos was wrong. It was pretty cool to see that he's like, yeah, I just worked on that in my office in the winter. And then he started ripping the ball when he got out. So the same thing can happen for you too, because these things are what you need to strike the ball solid. They're not just like ifs or buts or maybe you should do it. Now, do these things. They're concrete things. There's no guessing here. The setup is designed, for a good contact point, so why would we change that? And the way we keep it all together is we turn that front shoulder down and I rip the right shoulder through. Now when I finish, you might notice both arms are straight. Whenever you're hitting something with any force and you want to give it all you got, the action of hitting can be likened to a throw in golf. If I got a basketball and I'm swinging this basketball back, and then when I hit, this is extremely powerful. I feel wind and I feel there is a lot of force in that move. You can actually see like, I can't even see my hands, they're moving so fast. It's like a blur. And when I combine that with my shoulders, the shoulder down and then right shoulder through, I've got a whole bunch of speed on the front end. And you want to try and create as much speed as you can right here, not necessarily back here, but if you can create tons of speed out front, you're gonna hit the ball a lot farther here. What happens after the ball matters. So when I try and get faster to here, you're going to automatically get faster to the ball. And that comes through this hitting action. And what we do is we get both arms firing to straight. Not early, not both arms straight back here, but both arms straight up here. That's like 100 yards right there at least. Now, I barely swung that club back. The amount of power you're seeing in these arms alone just produced 100 yards with little effort. It might be one of the most powerful aspects of the golf swing. Train the basketball. You're passing a basketball down and forward spot in front of you. And when I pass that basketball, I'm getting both arms extended and the club's angled more down. The problem comes in when you start trying to flip your wrists, or if you extend the arms early, you flip and your weight falls back. So getting this drill down comes from weight forward, good setup, hands forward. Then I push the lead shoulder down and I rip the right shoulder across. So I'm thinking shoulders, and the icing on the cake is just keep the arms straight. And you will flush it. Not down the toilet, of course. You'll flush it down range. And this is exactly what I'm teaching in the Saguto.golf online golf school. I've got a free mini course, go.saguto.golf. Teaches the top 3 keys you need to be a great ball striker. This drill is a fantastic starting point. And there's some other pieces that you'll need to build in for your specific swing, and that's what I teach in the school, is you learn how to build your swing, the swing that works best for you, that's most powerful for you. Tackle this drill. Master this drill. You don't even need to hit balls. You just need to do the moves. If I spent 3 minutes of my day, what is 3 minutes of your day? What is 3 minutes of the day? 24 hours times 60, that's 1,440 minutes in a day. Let's just say roughly 8 hours of work and 4 hours of recreation or free time that you have to do other things. That's 0.4% of your day. That's not even 1% of your day. And you could be shooting a lower score, hitting the ball farther, just off of 0.4% of your day. Hope you're still watching, because this part's the most powerful part of the episode. 3 minutes of this. Elbows together, hands forward, weight forward. Master the shoulder turn. without a club. You could do this without a club in your house. Shoulder under the chin. Push it down. Get it moving down as you turn your shoulders to the top. Good. And when you start on the other side, the trail shoulder under the chin. Boom. You got it. Now finish. Look at this. I have both arms extended straight, my weight's forward, and my thumbs point down. Use the thumbs. The thumbs will point down. That's kind of like the club angling down. No club, just doing this for 3 minutes. What is that, 10 swings? Maybe 10 swings like this, nice and slow. Just 10. Do 10 of those. Do 10 of those. The world is getting so obsessed with instant gratification. This is as close as we can get for golf. Then grab that club. You see how I'm striking the ground. Slow. I know slow is kind of tough to do, but I'm seeing a consistent low point. Or you're tearing up holes in your carpet, but not really. You're brushing the carpet at home. You don't want your wife to complain about that thing, and then I don't want to deal with those complaints. Don't tear up the carpet at home. And then we take it to the golf ball. So you go out in the range in your yard, your garage, 10 swings a day. Just get one ball. Even if you had 9 swings inside and then there was that rainy day and you had one ball outside that you made your dog go fetch, and you brought it back to you and you said, oh, good boy, I've got only one shot. This is it. Like Eminem's song. You had only one shot. Dun, 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 dun. Would you take it? I don't listen to Eminem, by the way. It's a good example of a reference. So, if you only had one shot and you had this drill, would you pull it off? I think so. Shoulder down. And you put the pressure on and you say, yeah, I dig it. This drill is the future of great golf for your life.